Can I say something? And then I'm going to be done with it. I 100% know for a fact that you have people out there who are scammers and they will lie, cheat, and steal in order to get a little bit of money. I 100% know that there are people out there who will lie on men to get a little bit of money. We know. With that being said, in some of these scenarios, you will not get me to understand how grown men in their 50s, pushing 60. And this is why I say that with age doesn't necessarily come with wisdom. They always say, age comes with age comes wisdom. Mm. So we're in 2025, and with as long how long these men have existed and lived, Tyler Perry, Shannon Sharpe, and all the other boys, right? They have seen more things than we have seen because they are older than us. They have heard more stories, probably seen more things face to face, probably know more people who have been through certain things, right? Because with these men who are in a certain tax bracket and they're also celebrities, then they probably know of other men who could have possibly been lied on, who dealt with someone who shook their pockets. So you would think that with these men and the wealth that's attached to their names, especially Tyler Perry, that they would be a little bit smarter in the way that they move. You're still getting caught up in mess in 2025? Shannon Sharpe, I think, is 56 years old. How old is Shannon? Shannon is 56 years old. He's about to be 57. His birthday is June the 26th. Tyler Perry, I think, is 55. Let's see. Tyler Perry is 55. His birthday is September the 13th. So you mean to tell me these black men who definitely know the history between black men and white folk, every time they get caught up in some mess, the first thing they scream, not necessarily Shannon and Tyler, but the first thing people scream, especially online, is, oh, it's the takedown of the black man by the white woman. It's the takedown of the black man by the white man. But girl, they want to be close to the white man and the white woman. I don't know if everything Derek said is the truth, but I definitely believe those text messages. Now, the text messages, what I saw, is not illegal, right? Nothing, nothing that was discussed in the text messages was illegal. Now, if you read the document, okay. Now, when you read that document, the stuff that he alleges, if it's true, some of that stuff is definitely illegal. Um, But y'all scream Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. Well, if y'all know the story of Emmett Till and y'all know the story of Kobe Bryant, we just talking. We just talking. We just talking. If y'all know the story of Emmett Till and y'all know the story of Kobe Bryant, and y'all claim that all these white women and white men do is lie on a black man, then girl, why do you still put yourself in a position to even be lied on? Shannon Sharpe was dealing with a 19-year-old girl, legally an adult, a teenager still. And there are a group of people out there, no shade if you feel this way, I just feel differently, who think that the 19-year-old got over on the 56-year-old, or however old they were when they met. I think Shannon was what, 50 something. Well, however, he wasn't 56, I don't believe. I think she was 19 when they met, and I don't know how old Shannon was, but he was 50 something. And I remember asking a question. How many of you at 40 and 50 and 60 will say that a 19-year-old is just as smart as you? And I remember not seeing one comment that said, oh, yeah, I would think a 19-year-old is smart as me. So why do we then move the needle and try to make it seem as though, oh, Shannon Sharpe just got caught by a 19-year-old? But you don't think a 19-year-old is smarter than you, but you think the 19-year-old was smarter than Shannon, even though Shannon is a man who now is damn near 60 and he knows how things like this can go. Tyler Perry is a self-made billionaire. If you're getting caught up by a white boy who's a fucking waiter, you're a fucking idiot. You didn't even have no business even talking to that boy, man, outside of a professional setting. Do I believe that Derek, at one point when it started out, he was getting in where he fit in? I do. I do. I do. I said this last night. I feel the same way with what's her name, Gabrielle Zuniga, the one who was over there with Shannon Sharpe. Do I believe that? Yeah, it started out as consensual. Yes, but I also believe too with the carrying on that was going over there with Shannon Sharpe with the BDSM and SNM and whips and chains and girl, all that shit. Girl, I can honestly understand. Girl, most of us don't even understand how that shit works. So I don't think that a 19-year-old would be able to really have the range to understand what I'm getting myself into. Choking and whips and chains. That girl probably ain't even had no orgasm. You got Gia. Let's just talk about it. You got Gia, DJ Envy's wife. She came out and said, girl, she ain't never orgasm. And she over there pushing that 5 and 6 and 7 and 12 kids. So all I'm saying is, yes, I understand. Y'all know I start going on a rant. Yes, I understand. And I do believe that with Derek, it was one of those, girl, I just need to get in where I fit in. But this is the but that people need to realize. Let's say that Derek is telling the truth about some of the things that happened in proximity to Tyler Perry, especially when he was at his home. I think the part that people don't want to recognize is that it's one thing for me to say, okay, girl, let me just flirt with this nigga a little bit. It's another thing for you to pull my panties down and girl grab my booty meat. You'll flirt with someone, right? It's your boss. At the end of the day, it's gonna fall on the boss because girl, you're in the position of power. You flirt with your boss, right? Me flirting with my boss is not the same thing as, girl, oh, him getting me drunk and then crawling in the bed with me. Like I was talking about Cassie, we're going to talk about Cassie in a little bit. Even if you believe that Cassie was in it for the money, at some point, you are going to have to recognize that nobody signs up to be passed around, pissed on in their mouth, having sores in their mouth, pretty much a human cum dump. Nobody is signing up to be drugged up and high and having sex days at a time. Even if you want to believe that Cassie got with Diddy because of the money, at what point do you say, well, hold on? It's one thing for me to talk to a nigga because he got a little bit of money. It's one thing for me to even have a threesome with a nigga. Now I'm getting pissed on, choking on piss, girl getting passed around, getting slutted out, girl fucking all types of niggas, sucking on dick all night, got sores in my mouth, girl doing all types of drugs, having sex for 3 and 4 days. Like, come on now. Nobody is signing up for no shit like that. Even if I got with the nigga because he got a little bit of money. So even if I do flirt with my boss, girl, I wasn't thinking that, girl, he was going to be rubbing on my ass 5 minutes later. A girl telling me to pull my panties down. Pull your panties on down, let a nigga slide through. I wasn't thinking he was going to be grabbing on my booty meat. And I feel like with some people, it's like they're lumping it all together. Oh, well, girl, he knew. He knew what was going on. He knew what was about to happen. Did he really? Because, girl, from what y'all say, Tyler is straight. So what if another man? What if Tyler invited a man to his house? Tyler thinking that, I mean, the man thinking that Tyler is straight, because hasn't Tyler also said he's heterosexual? And that's what y'all say. So if a man went to Tyler's house thinking that he's a heterosexual and he's thinking, okay, well, Tyler Perry invited me to his home, so girl, let me go because, girl, he knows he runs a lot of shit in Hollywood. And then I get there, we having drinks. He tell me, oh, just go sleep in my bed so you don't have to drive home. I'm in the bed, and bitch, this big ass nigga crawl in the bed with me. I don't think people are looking at it through those lenses. I think that for some people, it's just the takedown of the black rich man. And at some point, the accountability is going to have to be put at the feet of the rich black man, especially the old rich black man. I try and give a pass to the young people because we don't know no better when we're young, right? You don't know no better. You don't have the experiences under your belt. But when you pushing 60, you're pushing 60, you've seen some shit. And for you to still be getting caught up in some shit in 2025 is absolutely insane to me. And then for nobody to really want, not nobody, but for some people to feel like Derek is just, again, I can acknowledge in my head, I do think like Derek is a grown ass man. That nigga knew what was going on at first. He knew the nigga was probably flirting with him. Hell, he knew he was flirting with Tyler. At one point, and even if he didn't know it at the beginning, he figured it out. Oh, this nigga get down. But I also believe too, girl, that don't mean that just because I'm flirting with you, that mean I'm trying to. Girl, we're not gonna sit here and act like Tyler Perry is just this motherfucking dime piece walking around. I ain't never heard nobody get on the internet just putting Tyler Perry, girl, on the same pedestal as the Idris Elbas. What's his nigga name? Idris Elba? Idris Elbas. Anyways, speaking of Cassie, right? There's audio of Cassie. This is according to the neighborhood talk. Sensitive content audio of Cassie threatening to KILL male escort who saw a freak off tape of her being released. It's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So let's just play the audio. When I tell you, and I swear to God, y'all, I think this is my first time hearing Cassie talk. I'm sure I probably have heard her speak before, but I just don't recall. But I was like, oh, that's how she sounds. I was like, oh. So let me go ahead and just play the audio of the Cassie threatening someone because they supposedly saw one of the freak offs. Girl.
Yeah, you don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you.
Yeah, but
no, I will you if you don't show me right now. I will you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to you and then he's going to you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that pull that up. I'm going to you. You don't understand. I don't give a I've never anybody in my life, but I will you because you're with me. You're with me in my life right now. If I saw a video of you doing anything that you didn't want people to see, I would show you the video so you could tell me what the happened. You're playing games with me, telling me you saw some now you're saying you didn't see some you're with me. I'm going to you up. I don't think you understand. And it's not going to be my hands, and it's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So you have to tell me right now, and I'm recording this whole shit. FYI, tell me what the you're talking about. Because this is not cool. We're not playing. I'm not playing with you, Sujit. Like, you saw some Yes, you're my brother. Be my brother and tell me what you saw. You're going to be able to find it?
Baby, Cassie ain't did nothing wrong. Not in this scenario. Let me ask you a question. Can we just talk real plain? Especially if you are not someone who is an adult entertainer, if you knew that there was a tape of you out there of you gobbling on dick, possibly getting passed around, getting pissed on, slutted out, smutted out, mudded out, girl, my reaction would be the same thing. Okay. My reaction probably would have been worse. So anybody who's talking about, oh, see, Cassie, she ain't so innocent, girl, what would you do if it was a tape out there? Girl, your grandmama about to see a tape of you, possibly. Your daddy about to see a tape of you getting passed around and pissed on. You won't be freaking out and spazzing out either? I be hating when people like I hate when people don't tell the truth. I hate when people don't tell the truth. If that was you, if you were Cassie, and that was you, you won't be spazzing out either. Anyways, that's all I had to say about Cassie. We could leave Cassie alone, honestly. That's how I was gonna stop talking about Cassie. I mean, if something like this comes out, I guess I will tap on it. But for the most part, girl, Cassie over there with her money, girl, her man and them kids. Cassie ain't worried about nobody. Okay? All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. This is according to TMZ. Oh, what time is it? Okay, I have to go get my haircut. Hold up. Oh, I got enough time. Okay. All right, so this is according to TMZ. Exclusive details. Wendy Williams. I have nothing to do with the lawsuit my ex filed. Feels like a money grab. So Wendy Williams' ex-husband, oh girl, is taking legal actions over her guardianship, but she tells TMZ she has nothing to do with his lawsuit and she feels it's a money grab. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Wendy and her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, filed a federal lawsuit in New York to release her from the shackles of her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, and claims the guardianship is not a shield to protect her, but a weapon to use against her. Thing is, we talked to Wendy on the phone after the lawsuit was filed, and she told us she's not involved here in any way, despite the doc showing Kevin trying to sue on her behalf. Right? When I tell you, when I tell you, baby, Kevin is a stunt queen, baby, Wendy ain't got nothing to do with it. Kevin, you're gonna have to go get a job, baby. Wendy and Kevin divorced in 2020 after 21 years of marriage, and the split was acrimonious. In the suit, Kevin claims Wendy's court-appointed guardian is abusing, neglecting, and defrauding her, and says her guardianship is a punishment with no therapeutic purpose or protective function. Kevin says Wendy's competent to make her own decisions and claims her guardian is ignoring medical advice to keep her in fraudulent bondage. Wendy's been diagnosed with dementia, aphasia, and Graves' disease. And in the suit, Kevin says she's being overmedicated and claims healthcare professionals have described her as alert and oriented. Baby. He says she passed a competency evaluation in March 2025, but says no one petitioned the court to terminate the guardianship, leaving her a captive of corrupt criminal enterprise. Girl, Kevin just trying to get Wendy out of that guardianship because I'm telling you, and this is exactly why I said you can't even trust the son. I tried to tell y'all this stuff. Y'all think I just be down here random. Not y'all, but some people think I just be down here running my mouth, just talking shit, trying to bring people down, all that bullshit. I told y'all Kevin Jr. can't be trusted, and then Wendy comes out and says Kevin was fucking up the money. I'm trying to tell people, girl, you can't trust Kevin Jr. as long as Kevin Jr. still has a relationship with his father. Because Kevin Jr., I don't think is capable enough of really being in charge of the church's money and not letting Kevin get in his ear. So as far as I'm concerned, Kevin Jr. should never be over the money. Because the only thing that's going to happen is Kevin will have access to the money. Because that's all he's trying to do right now. He's trying to get Wendy out that guardianship. So because he feels like some way, somehow, I can probably get a little bit of change. And y'all already know what happened with the whole Wells Fargo stuff, right? Girl, a lawsuit, he seeks $250,000 in damages. Girl, $250 million. Bro, you got the white boy, he said he want 260, and you got Kevin who said I want 250. Bro. Girl, this is the thing, you're supposed to start high. That's what they say. That white man not get no 260 from no Tyler Perry. Girl, okay, be very clear. Now he might get something. It ain't gonna be no 260. But the whole point is you start up high, girl, and then you work your way down. You know, a dumb bitch going, I just want 200,000. No, bitch. You're supposed to ask for 300 million. And then possibly they give you 50 million. Okay? But really and truly, you was only expecting 5 million. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's how you're supposed to work it. You ask for 300. You was really expecting 5 million. Girl, you ask for 300, they're supposed to give you 50 million. Okay? Anyways. But yeah, he's seeking $250 million, and he orders the release of Wendy from involuntary confinement and calls for Morrissey to be terminated as guardian. Oh, Kevin. Anyway, shout out to Kevin. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I need to go in here and wash my hair. Do y'all wash your hair before y'all go to the barbershop? I have to take even if I took a shower that morning, I take another shower before I go to the barber or the dentist. I'm real weird like that. Girl, so this is what I do. This is what I do. When I go to the barber or the dentist, because I feel like that is a very intimate girl. You know, that's intimate. Girl, your barber be literally all in your face. Literally. And so like even like when the barber does like a razor, like One thing I do love about my barber is that he's very meticulous. He really is. He makes sure that everything is like right. He does not rush, right? So I love that. So even when he's like using a razor, he's like all in your face trying to make sure everything is right, everything is together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel the same way like about my dentist. I'm not about to go to the dentist and girl, this woman all in my face. You know what I'm saying, girl? And girl, you ain't washed your ass, you ain't washed behind your ears, you ain't brushed your teeth properly. And I just feel like when I go to the dentist, barber shops, stuff like that, I just feel like I want to be all the way clean because girl, I'm not about to be sitting in the chair so close to somebody and girl, you ain't washed your ass or your breath stank or your hair you ain't washed your hair all week and your hair stank. So yeah, I do all of that before I go to the barbershop because girl, ain't nobody about to be talking about I stink. Ain't nobody about to be talking about oh girl his hair was dirty. Oh girl, you know girl I was I was trying to cut his ear and girl he had earwax all in his ear, just ears just nasty and dirty. Girl, I don't play those games. Anyways, all right, y'all. I'm gone. I will see y'all later tonight. Bye, y'all.